Hey, welcome to another podcast with Fighting Skills. Today we have Charles Corrales from Team Trouble. He has a 15-year-old that is a 13-time national champ. How's it going, Charles?
Hey, how you doing, boss? I'm doing good.
How are you guys handling this COVID-19 lockdown? And how are you guys going about training and making sure you guys don't have COVID-19 exposure?
We're handling it okay. It's a little different, but for us, to be honest with you, it's kind of easy because it's just been me and my boy working out in the gym for probably the past like year and a half. So it hasn't been too much different for us. But as far as like not competing and Reno and these big events that we were looking forward to, like Junior Olympics and all that, that's kind of a bummer, but it just gives us some time to develop and to grow into our size and just to work on things. So I'm kind of almost embracing it, if that makes sense. I'm not really trying to stress over it too much. Nobody's been infected by anything, so we're doing good.
Thank God for that. I know you guys train in Hollister, California. How are you guys going about sparring? Do you guys still train with other boxers, up and coming fighters, or do you guys just exclusively train on your own now?
Right now, we're just training on our own. As far as like during this virus time, kind of awkward, like asking people for sparring right about right now. So we're just training on our own. But we're praying just like everybody else. We're kind of in the struggle, just like everybody else, that everything gets back to normal.
Nice. So how long do you think this lockdown is going to be for? They're saying till April 30th. How do you feel about that? Are you ready for another month?
Um, I mean, I'm as ready as everybody else is, bro. It's kind of like, wow. I mean, I can handle it. It's like I said, hasn't been too much of a change in our lives. We've been just focused, working, and staying home during the day, or I've been taking him running on his own, fresh air, and so it hasn't been too much of a transition, except like going getting sparring and stuff. That's kind of like we can't get that, but other than that, it's been cool. We're just working on the things we need to work on, and to be honest with you, we just really been working on the most simplest things you can think of, because that's what's pretty much the next level what it's all about. So
Oh yeah.
we've been molding in a lot of fundamentals. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've been doing. A lot of boring drills that I know will help us out in the long run. For the
Oh yeah.
next chapter.
Oh yeah. The basics are key. So there hasn't been any
Yeah. So
outbreak cases around your area because you don't sound too worried.
uh, there hasn't been like there's been a few, but like not like a lot. But I would be worried if I had if I had a gym with people in there. But it's just like I'm working out like in a gym, but it's pretty much like my garage. Like just me and my boy, and that's it. So it works out. We're
Nice.
kind of lucky. We're fortunate.
So
Yeah.
so those videos of you guys training in that ring that I see all the time on your Instagram, that's in your garage?
No, it's not in my garage, but it's in my building. Like I look at it like my garage. That's pretty much all.
Okay, nice. I was
You
about to
know what I
say,
mean?
damn,
Like
that's a
yeah.
that's an
You know how
awesome
most people
garage,
have a
man.
gym where you sign up and you take sign ups and all that. I don't have it like that. It's just me and him. That's why I
Awesome.
say I call it like a garage. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's awesome. I seen that video of you and your 15-year-old sparring David Haney.
Oh yeah, that was great. He was real young, but I would like to see that now.
I think that sparring video is amazing, and just to be able to spar with somebody like Devin
Oh, no
Haney,
doubt.
man, that
No
must have
doubt.
been
Yeah,
epic for him.
Devin Haney's an awesome fighter. We've been learning a lot from him. Very good person, always willing to help us out. Him and his dad, great people. Really fortunate to just have them give us advice and stuff like that. So yeah, no, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even have got that sparring. So yeah, it was good. He was little. Um, Hopefully, like I said, they can get in there now and just see the progress and stuff like that. So hopefully, we can make that happen soon. But yeah, definitely a great great dude. And we plan to do the same, give back when we make it up there.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, Devin Haney's dad is a good person. I've actually seen their documentary. They seem like very good people, very smart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do you think
Smart
about
people.
what do you think about Shakur Stevenson?
I like him. It's funny you say that. I just told Champ. I said, man, during this quarantine time, I wish we can just like in imaginary life, like just pop up Shakur Stevenson and have you spar him for however long this is going to last. Because I think he's great. I think he's fast. I think he's a lefty. He's got good footwork. He's got it all. That kid's going to do something special. I like him a lot. I look at him like top level, just like Devin Haney. He's very good, super good.
Yeah, Shakur
But
Stevenson.
it's funny you saying that. Shakur Stevenson, my boy actually got to spar, which is real, like one of my top, things I've ever. I mean, he's won a lot of national championships, but to me, this is my favorite thing that he sparred Ruben Villa out of Salinas, and he beat Shakur Stevenson twice when they were about like 17, 18 years old.
How old is Shakur Stevenson now?
I believe he's probably like about 21, 22.
Okay. Oh,
I'm
he's way
assuming.
older now. Oh yeah.
This one they were competing in the Golden Gloves,
Oh wow.
and he beat him twice. Yeah, his name's Ruben Villa. He's number 2 in the world right now in the WBO. One of those. He's pretty close to a world title at 126.
I'm gonna drop 6 names for you. I want you to put them in whatever order you want, from 1 to 6. Number 1 being the best. Okay, so I'm gonna drop some names: Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson.
I got Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and then I'll give Tank, Gervonta Davis, Teofimo, and then Ryan last.
If I had to throw Loma in there, would the order change? Lomachenko?
Lomo would be ahead of Ryan. Well, actually ahead of Tank.
Ahead of
Sorry.
Tank? So
and then it'll go Tank and then Ryan. Sorry.
So you're saying that if Devin Haney were to ever step into the ring with Lomachenko or Shakur Stevenson, that
He beat him.
easily?
No, not easy. But I mean, Shakur would be hard. Shakur is a tough fight. But I don't think they're headed towards that way. Shakur a little smaller.
What do you think about the
So that's kind of like a dream match.
Yeah, that would be an awesome dream match.
Yeah.
I'm sure they can make that happen in the future once he goes up weight.
They could, but I just don't see it happening for a while. They don't even talk about it. So I don't see that. But I see, like, I don't even see Lomachenko no more because, everybody knows that Devin Haney, he can't even make 135 really too good.
Unless Loma goes up.
Yeah, Lomo's a small guy, so, I don't know. Yeah.
What do you think about the Ryan Garcia fight coming up? Who do you got in that fight?
Ryan versus who?
I think he's
Okay.
he's fighting the Colombian or something. Some Colombian.
Yeah, he keeps fighting. Yeah, exactly. We don't know who he is, so he probably win.
He probably.
I'm not a Ryan hater, but I want to see Ryan fight somebody, But then again, if I was, to keep it all the way 100, if I was Ryan's dad or his team, I wouldn't be in a rush to fight nobody either. So power to them, but I wouldn't be they say they want the best. I wouldn't fight the best right now. I would market him because he has a great name and, just keep knocking people out till you feel like you're really ready. But I wouldn't rush it. I would enjoy what I'm doing right now if I was him personally, because I don't think he's ready for those top contenders, my opinion. But I could be wrong. He could be ready.
So would you say that Ryan? Would you say Ryan Garcia is in a sense a hype train, and he's really not?
No, I don't think he's hype, but I just don't think I just think he has a lot of things going for him, and which is awesome. But I don't think he's a hype train. I just think he's not on Devin Haney's level. He's not on Shakur Stevens' level, and maybe he's on Tank's level. Maybe he'll be Tank because Tank likes to drink, Tank likes to party, and I'm sure Ryan's a little bit more dedicated. So maybe um, Ryan can put something together with that. Like I think he'll beat George Linares. I'm hoping he could beat Linares. I already was fighting him.
That's who he's fighting. Ryan Garcia's
So
fighting Linares. Yep.
yeah, there you go. That's why I was like when you mentioned somebody. Oh yeah, Linares. Yeah. So if he fights him, I still think that's a hell of a tough fight for Ryan. But I definitely think that's like, yeah, we're ready. Like if he knocks Linares out, then shit, he might be calling out the right people. Like I said, I'm not doubting him or anything. There's no hate towards him, but I just don't think he's on their level. But like a lot of people have been wrong before, and that's just what I see. But one reason why I'm saying that because I respect like every fighter. Like I don't want to sound like a jerk. Like most people don't like him, but it's not that. I just think that he could change some of his technique up, and I see a lot of flaws in Ryan personally.
Was it because when he sparred Romero, you seen the flaws in that sparring session, or just in general in his
No,
fights?
I see the flaws like when he's working out with his coach and stuff. Like if he just probably taking the money from, I don't know. I see like when he's throwing his hook, his elbows down, he's slapping and stuff. Like it's kind of one of those things. Like just because everybody's liking it, don't mean that I gotta, if I see what I see, I don't like it. Like I'm big on the fundamentals, like the technique, and to me, his technique is a little off. When he slips his punches and when he does his drills that he posts up. Sometimes I don't even know why he posts them because they don't go right,
Yeah.
But I'm critical. I'm even critical about my work. So, like I said, I don't want to sound like a hater. There's times where I watch my videos like, oh man, Champ ain't doing this right. We got to fix that.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing.
It's not nothing personal. Yeah.
No, that's a good thing. As a coach, you're always going to dissect a fighter.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, bro. So there's times like I said, to correct myself. I see a lot of flaws in us, and we need to fix. And a lot of people don't see them, and I'm like, okay, we need to get that together. We need to turn this hand over more, or we need to get better at this and extend our punches more, or whatever it is. It's always flaws, Film don't lie, so you just gotta kind of have the will to get better. But I see a lot of flaws in Ryan more than I do the other guys personally.
Do you think that he'll fix those flaws, or his style is just
I
complacent?
hope.
Yeah.
I think that I kind of think it's kind of set, and they're just kind of like hyping him up right now just to do whatever he's gonna do. I think they're kind of set. I don't see nobody teaching him too much, and that's kind of like a lot to say because he's with probably one of the guys that. He's with the guy that brought up the best boxer probably in the world right now. So I'm not like, by any means, not a shot at Eddie Reynoso or anything, but it's just, I don't know I couldn't let him do that. I would tell him, no, this is not how you throw your left hook. You're slapping, So, but I see a lot of people like that. Like I have there's a six-time world champion that's right by us. And, I really don't want to mention his name or anything, but he slaps every time he throws a right hook. Excuse me, he's lefty.
Mm-hmm.
So every time he throws his right hook, he slaps. But he's a six-time world champion. He fought Floyd Mayweather. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's been at the top of the pinnacle, but he still has horrible technique.
Is that
So that's why you gotta. No. He's Mexican.
Oh, you're Mexican. Oh, okay.
You just want me to say his name. No, I don't want to. I just don't want to say his name because, like, I got a picture of him up in my gym. I'm not gonna, put him on blast. But like I said, like I'm real picky about technique. So, like, I'm a perfectionist. I just, I'm not gonna, I don't know. I see things and I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. Like if it ain't right, it ain't right.
Right. Yeah.
Left is left, right is right. If it's left, it ain't right. I'm not gonna lie, it ain't gonna work. So that's my opinion.
So true. So as far as Canelo, right? He's considered right now like the best fighter, at least the one with the most views. There's not any real.
I like him.
Yeah, there's not really any real fights left for him. I would say probably the best fighter that can fight him currently would be Billy Joe Saunders. As far as styles, just because he has the same style as Lara, and Canelo has a lot of trouble when people move on him. What do you think about that fight, that matchup?
I think he'll beat him. I don't think he's like a Lara by any means. I watched his last fight. He didn't look too good. But I think Canelo should fight like a Charlo or something like that. That'd probably be a lot harder for him.
I heard
Or
that.
even that, even Boo Boo, the guy that Andreas or whatever, probably be pretty tough too, a lefty. But I don't blame him for not fighting those guys either. You know, maybe they're like, there's a lot of things that go in between these fights too. So who knows why they're not fighting? You know, it could be Canelo, it could be them. Who knows?
I heard that Andre
But
Ward is thinking about coming back to fight Canelo ever since he went up weight and beat the Crusher.
that'd be dope. I'm a big fan of Andre Ward
I'm a
as
huge
far as
fan.
like him. Yeah, he's dope.
He's awesome, man. He won the Super
Although I
Six.
think I thought Kovalev beat him the first time. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Kovalev beat him the first time.
The second fight was a beatdown, though.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, he did good. He adjusted. He got a new. He's a smart guy. He's smart. I love the way Andre Ward shadow boxes. That's pretty much like. I think he's like. I think like people always ask me like, "Yo, what can I do to get better?" and this and that, and like, I always want to tell them, just watch Andre Ward shadow box, man. Like, you don't have to do mitts. You don't have to do nothing. Just copy him. If you can copy that, that guy is like everything's intact. He has great fundamentals.
Oh yeah,
Great.
he's an elite boxer. I think that
Yeah, he's just solid.
Andre Ward's fighting IQ is awesome. I
I
love
think
it.
he's like too smart, and that's why it kind of sometimes it could be boring. Because he's just a smart guy, bro. Like all the way around. Like he know, like okay, I don't need to do this. I could just win like this. So, you know, he's kind of like Floyd. They're just different. Like they just know how to, like they get it. They know how to win and little strategic things and stuff like that.
In my
But
personal opinion,
yeah,
I think Andre Ward beats Canelo easily, just because Canelo's stuck on one form of fighting and Andre Ward is more formless. He doesn't have a style. He
hey,
adapts to it.
bro, that would be a badass fight. I don't want to co-sign with you on that, but that would be, man, that would be the fight right there. If you ask me.
I think so too, man. I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah, no doubt. But that'd be man, I haven't heard that yet, but that would be awesome. Like, shoot, that's a fight right there.
He's
That's,
saying, man.
that's
I
a
said we
great
can't. I said we
fight.
campaign for that. We campaign for that.
No, that's great. Yeah, two great boxers, man. I'm not gonna say who will win or anything on that. I can't guess. Or there's fights that are like that. You know what I mean? I try not to be like one of those know-it-all people either. Like honestly, that fight, who could you really say is gonna win? Like we both don't know. Like one, I can see two pictures, but both of them are both guys winning. Like you know, so maybe one will work. One picture will come together. But that's a great fight. That's like something that's just not normal.
But one's undefeated.
Yeah, exactly. One's undefeated, and that's Ward. So, yeah, it'd be a great fight, man. I don't know. Maybe, you know, who knows?
All
I'm
right,
sure
Charles.
Ward's pretty smart, though. He watched Floyd pick Canelo apart, so maybe he'll just copy the same blueprint.
Oh yeah.
But there's only one Floyd, you know? So you just don't know.
All right, Charles. I want to hear your top three favorite fighters of all time. I know you have plenty, and I know you take different styles from different fighters. But if you had to give me three,
Right.
who are your top three favorite fighters of all time?
Top three.
Any weight class.
Well, I'll probably have to go for sure Floyd because I always tell the champ watch Floyd, and then I probably had, man. I want to put a Mexican fighter in there, but that's kind of hard. I like Muhammad Ali
Oh, he was great.
because that's like I used to get beat up back in the day when I was young in boxing, and my dad like made me watch Muhammad Ali, so I would learn to move like him and jab. And he kind of taught me like, look, just watch him. My dad, he didn't really like. He just was a smart guy and showed me certain things that he used to watch. So like I would watch Muhammad Ali like all the time, so I wouldn't get beat up, and it worked. So I got to put Muhammad Ali in there, man. That guy's great. And then shoot, after that, maybe Sugar Ray Leonard, man.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
He's a good one.
I love my Mexican fighters, but I have to go with those three right there:
That's an awesome
Floyd,
list.
Mayweather, and Sugar.
That's
Yeah,
that's an
I
awesome
mean, don't
list.
get me wrong. I love Chavez Senior. You know, I love all those guys. I love Marquez. Great boxers, great boxers. But I gotta go with those three. I can't lie. I try not to see color or any of that when I see go with boxing. I just call it how it is. Those are my favorite three right there.
Here go my three: Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather,
Nice.
and Billy Joe Saunders.
Those are your three.
Those are my three. So if you're at the question's answered, who I think is gonna win versus if Billy Joe Saunders ever fights Canelo, in my personal opinion, I think Billy Joe Saunders
Hey,
would dance
I'm gonna
circles
remember
around
you
him.
on that. I'm
I
gonna be like, man,
I'm
I'm gonna be
promising
thinking
you.
about you the whole fight.
I'm telling you, he's gonna dance circles around him, bro, easily.
But you know what? I have not studied him like that. I honestly, I can't say you're wrong or you're crazy. I haven't really watched him too much. I thought I watched him his last fight. He didn't look too good, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, watch all his fights. He actually fought a guy that fought Triple G, and the way that Billy Joe Saunders just outboxed him, outclassed him, made him seem like a kid, training at a sparring session. I've never seen anybody do that. Not with a top fighter like that. So it was very impressive,
Right.
and he's had so many great fights. I know we don't really know about him in the U.S. because he's from the U.K., but now he's here. Now he's in the
Right.
zone. I think this is his time, man, and I think
Yeah, no, hopefully he'll make some noise. I mean, you never know. It'd be exciting for boxing for somebody to come up. I'm sure it'd be good for the sport just to keep things going.
oh yeah,
I'm not quite sure how good he is, but you never know. You just never know. Boxing, anything can happen. And I can't sit here and say anything about him because I haven't really watched him too much. Like, the only thing I remember about him is that thing that's always on Instagram where he's looking towards the crowd when he made the guy miss.
yeah, yeah. That's when he
Yeah,
fought the
yeah, yeah.
Canadian.
No,
That's when he
I've
fought.
watched him though. I've watched him. He's slick. I know how he fights, but I just, like you said, styles make fights, man. Maybe he could do something with Canelo, and you might have looked deeper into how he'll fight Canelo. I haven't really checked into that matchup too much. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be
But let me watch a few fights of him, and I'll tell you. But Canelo's a tough guy, man. He's pretty solid. He can counter you. He can walk you down. So kind of it's different. He's one of those guys that I'm sure is different when you get in the ring with him.
Oh yeah, he's just like a big
That's kind of like what I
powerhouse.
tell a lot of people about my boy. I always tell people he's not an Instagram fighter. Like he's not just. I know he looks kind of good on the mitts, but man, he can fight. Like I never hide him from nobody. He can fight. That's probably my biggest thing. Like he's definitely not hype job or anything. Man, my boy can fight. He's been in there with the best of the best. Anybody that's pretty good his era, he's sparred them. We've been to every gym. We've been to gyms in LA. We've been everywhere.
That's rad, man. I know you guys are constantly
Down
posting
south.
up videos. I see you guys all the time, man. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna give you your plug right now, bro. Let them know what you got going on, where they can find you, and where they can keep up with you and your champ training.
Oh yeah, we're at Hollister Boxing. You can follow us at Team Trouble One on Instagram. And just stay tuned, man. We're going to be doing some big things pretty soon. He's still young, just turned 15, but big things are coming. We got maybe a transition where we might be stepping into the pros sooner than we think. Since we got all this stuff going on, we might have an empty summer. So we'll just see how he develops. There's no rush, and we're just kind of like waiting on things to just see how everything takes place. There's no rush.
No, you guys got this, man. I see you guys every single day posting, training hard. You guys are probably one of the best duos that I've seen in California, man. And I hope you
Thank you,
guys
man.
freaking reach to the top. And
Hey, you know
blessings.
what, man? Your son, if I can sorry to cut you off, but you're doing a great job with your son. I see nothing but talent in him.
Thank you,
You
man.
got a little stud right there. I checked you guys out, and that's how I got to know you. I liked it because I don't like it. I just leave it alone. I saw you doing your thing with your son. I said, wow, man, this guy's got a lot of talent with his kids. So yeah, I think your son has a lot of talent, man.
Thank you, brother.
Definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, every day.
Like if I showed you some film of my boy when he was 7, you might be laughing compared to yours. How old is your son?
Right now he's 6. He's about to turn 7 on April.
Yeah, like my boy didn't even box at 6. So you know, yeah, you definitely on a head start, man. Just keep it up. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Most definitely. Yeah, man. He spars kids that are 2 years older than him, and he
I
actually
believe it.
he
Yeah, I believe
the
it.
older kids actually cry because they don't want to keep pushing, and he kind of looks at me like, Dad, why is he crying? Like, this is hard work. This is what we do. He just
Yeah,
he
I believe it, man. But that's what happens when you got a dad that plants a seed and helps you along the way. He has you to look up to him, and you know what I mean. It's kind of like he grew into that, so that's good, man. That's I love what you're doing.
Thank you, brother. I hope this COVID-19 stuff goes away soon so we can go back to training, bro. We need to get these sparring sessions in for our boys, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of like, wow. I'm a little puzzled by it, but like I said, you kind of got to sometimes just go along with it and just everything happens for a reason. And
Oh,
and it gives me the time for my boy because weigh-ins are difficult right now as far as like him growing because he just turned 15. You know how it is for a 14, 15-year-old, all the way to about 17, they're growing.
mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, I'm embracing this whole break because it keeps me away from weigh-ins and stuff, like having him sucked down. And I like that he's growing pretty healthy right now. And a lot of people underestimate that, man. These kids have to lose a lot of weight. Sometimes they don't drop too much. Some people are fortunate not to drop too much, but some kids, I mean, they have to really sacrifice. Man, I've seen kids pass out, and it's difficult. Like, it's a big time commitment when you get to that high level. So it's good for us as far as like, just taking a little break from weigh-ins and sparring. Hopefully we can get some sparring with the best and just improve.
I believe it, Charles. You guys are gonna get there, man. It was good talking to you, brother. Like I said again,
Yes,
I
sir.
wish you nothing but the best, man. Stay safe out there, and I know you're
Thank you,
not.
man.
I know you're not afraid of this COVID-19 outbreak, and I know you're still doing your same old. But be safe, man. Be safe.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm at home all times and just basically just go to the gym for about 3 hours and then come straight home. So you too, man. And thanks for calling, man. It was nice talking to you. And keep doing your thing with your son. And look forward to talking to you again.
I make the girls go wild. I shut the whole club down. I make the loudest sound. Tell her you need my crown. Baddest of my hometown. Hey, try if you want.